match na central for no and afis referees no be di match ni fair so bebe na
now so na say utago obi atunka ya waji bi oblikum
98.1
Akwaaba ya so e pana mi wa na law no wunnim but anam say wo akantino na ma ya si nyina so sabe Nigeria ntokwa e beba nyina e say beauty contest na journalist because I say e ma we dey Muhammad ti asekwa nko be kopedi eno ne ma Nigeria ntokwa test be buy crap witness me dey kata me catch me say obi a shimom so mo titi so ma titi mo o mo to players papa o mo yo ma je so mo fa back door ko hu referee aboa no na me bi so question na sabe da me ka say o ko to player na ko fa coach na ni nyina chi sa fa contract coach yes ka na ye reach me for o disika ko ma referee o ko to na game no so am to na game ama na disika no gibia oh yeah John spectators so mo ma koma ma from na match na ni ma me nsalebu o pressure don't go to stadium stay at home na TV.
Okay, wasi sa wo pressure manko stadium tinafie na hwe TV ene eye memen that channel so say eye 10th May the year 2025 wo hwa brana simano eduonu so ana apanon so ha Akwaaba radio 98.1 abraso na pay say betena se na yede Akwaaba sports preview no yede etwaso channel so nondu na ya page mu de free to media ne se wie pay yede nyomba twaso kopim se dumye ne babo na yede Akwaaba yiwasum kase bono ebe twaso donko na waja osankafo ne ni team no sempo omode adadam special no ebe twaso eno achi no miensa na ma page mumum na waja DJ Poyoyo sempo Akwaaba showbiz no wode be twaso e dia manko bimse nonsia bobo nonsia mba na yawrem ewo peace 104.3 ni akofa nis no e dia brawo nis na chi no nyumede na kan be twaso akopem sa de beti biom na obesa tie anka sempo e ba be sinkonya na nkomo bia kache bia no na osotimi atintana pay fraunia na katre ne si atenase na no so emfrenu ne si atenase na onfa na fide to Akwaaba radio 98.2 abra tim ni nyina ya tenase na pay na dwumade no ya de brush hyehyɛ no anya samiketo kro obekɔ Facebook ho Akwaaba radio brekum on Facebook no Akwaaba radio brekum ana Facebook Akwaaba FM on Facebook Akwaaba FM on Facebook uko show no ya live for home obetima konya bi na wahwe home uko X ne so a medical character say Akwaaba 981 Akwaaba 981 ano ayat X uko obetima follow ye na nkomo bi akabia no yetimi edi from ana Facebook uko TikTok ne so a eno so Akwaaba 98.1 FM Akwaaba 98.1 FM on TikTok uko also your life for her obetima kwanya so ni bi na otimi ahwe ana Facebook YouTube prin so Akwaaba 98.1 on YouTube prin Akwaaba 98.1 so kwa live for home obetima kwanya videos ni bi ahwe ho fonyina wo voice awodo kwana kokopa bi na kenkan na cha wadwene fa wonyina no ye betima kenkan etimi ediamom ana Facebook online radio no so Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 so kwa obetima kwanya so ni bi na weti o ananse boko 19 in so enen so Akwaaba radio 981 FM Akwaaba radio 981 FM also kwa betima kwanya na weti o ananse mpo betimi akọ Instagram awaso kwa betimi akọ eno betimi akọ din komo ho ano so Akwaaba 98.1 Akwaaba 98.1 anso kwa betima kwanya na weti ho na nkomo bia Akwaaba yetimi adi no ho eno se edan to betimi akọ Play Store na Akwaaba otimi akọ download Akwaaba radio 98.1 FM Akwaaba radio 98.1 FM also kwa obetimi akodalo also betimi abo obenye yetie no nkomo radio fie nyina no na also etimi ache wadwene kama etimi e da fa o messages na ka no betimi da fa 0242 020208 0242 020208 asan 0207 5730 030207 573003 saya WhatsApp and asa number messages no obetimi e da fa na pam ni nyina ye bekenkan e de ma sano so tim ni nyina tenase oh fiase adanse bona kojo Frederick Assassin Hussein Adams Awaham the tactical man Ocean Oben Kwame wamanyina fiase sano se Richmond oni he for that romantic show no uko Facebook wa ubetima kwenye biawe uko TikTok wa ubetima kwenye biawe uko YouTube ona wonyina no kwa ubetima kwenye so ni bi na osotimi ahwe midi ade kofita go nondu ana ye page mu ade free to media no so nenen sama hu da de ebra no ye be kwa mananim ne akodi nkomo ho na mananim samre sana to 5 major list no enua amomiensa timi start here and again siraka no etwa so da wachina na na fe ni Mondays no ya we sempo na watwe wi akensi awodo ekoso major list no yebetimi ayini nyina etimi ede front na nkoma na pay obetipina shiro no so na bre no so amsay bo yebepege mu a wo so be mu akwanya na wo so etimi afre na nkoma yedi fiase no na yɛne atumi adi sɛ bi ɛbɛtumi awie pɛ kama etimi edama nyina nene nsama wo de eba no medical care church ebe kwa ne na 5 major list no games awodo etodwa no ya bedi nkomo ntinhia no so yipi no match day 36 games no nyame ya atoma ne ana feda wachena games e ho na early kick off no tambe na class ben na say ne omo ebom ya de onsam ya de bama sasana front league no sano so last but one games na ya week number 33 games no nyame ya atoma ne matches no nyina todwa 7 pm ana mpenefo nhihia sa games no yentimi nyina entimi infro German Bundesliga no last but one games no week number 33 games no eno etimi start here ene games ni bi ho Bayern Munich no one ebo Borussia Mönchengladbach ene one ebo so na Bayer Leverkusen na fe Dortmund omo ne himfo ene ebo ne nyina ayen komo na pay ya betena se de ebro Italian Serie A shano so week number 36 games no eno ba kwetimi ekoso AC Milan etena fie etini ninam na owie game na against Bologna no say na results na ekosi ye de monsam ye de bama ene anope ewo tumedie no so so na Spanish La Liga no eno one game etimi ekoso results na ekosi say shano so ene games e ho ochena Christian match na ho eno ye El Clasico etodwa ewo Barcelona wo me ekrom abrabasa etena fie na wane Madrid na omode apem so ewo Spain abonte so ehon komopi anope obetemrante ben ana ese hwe ne se da wochena 2:50 pm no ometima giram edema fane no ne nyina adanse bona Kojo Frederick ono mfa ne ma ni agrokra wode ne nyina bema na oso atede eba ana feso nkoma nketinketa ka nyina no ne nyina wababona wode ebra sano so Xabi Alonso ne move to Madrid no ese I confirm na jumu ana ese woko na how many years ana ese woko sign ma Madrid as a coach ya don sampi ya de bama ana anopay ewo tumedie ne so na oso timi atibi saso ana Arsenal for the urban is oma kopiemo rest so die I so ma yisika 60 million pounds na infa na so mo echo ne nyina ayen koma na pay ya betena sia ya de bra sisisa no anya sabketa na face nkoma nketenketa ka nyina no ne nyina ya babo na ya de ebra ena no pay bona wi ama na ne nsam na sha so useni osi besi nkonya na munchiremu no etimi eda to aso kama etimi na ma ene games ne ho enti ya den ya betting code no ebeba enti onya daje ne so tie ma bewie no na nya kakra ede to che sere bia wo so benya ska kakra ede to bo 20 na daje na otime tie omuyi na omu wi ama na ne nsam na ya tiati fie evisam no MTNFA Cup semi final games no ene start da wachena big match ebakoso e watakwa 10 APAC Blekum Chelsea ene Kotoko ene bo 4 pm na sa kense ne etoja na afanu no akasa ya de monsampi ya de bama sasona Access Bank Division 1 League ne so week number 27 games no games e ho referees ben enya pamo ya de monsam ya de bama enua na 24 years pepe main disaster ne see ya Amakra 127 etimi FM amohira monkwa na sports minister honorable Idi Kofi Adams akasa e de afam ya de onsempi ya de bama saso na Africa under 20 youth championship akoso our Egypt no it's a group matches no etimi abobie quarter finals nyame ya duma 12 May Ghana yani Egypt and the pem so we a quarter final game ebetimi abaso na de nkomo na say every year camp no eba ne nyina ayen nkomo we na pay ya betena sia ya de bra hyehyem e wa Akwaaba radio 98.1 ebra na wie du ya kofa ma na ne nsem no e de abro ya wie a de aka no abejafa besi nkonya na nkyeremu no etimi ato aso hyehyem nya asare kitokra ha e ya Akwaaba radio 98.1
ya ye pass sound no enya MINT yantra so na fa yankɔ anim na de atie adesa wɔn bobo craft ne baya na wɔn agilic no after match 32 wɔn edi kan wɔn our 76 points plus 61 goals Leverkusen team no atosum you know 68 points plus 31 Eintracht Frankfurt wɔn atosum yansa 56 points plus 20 Freiburg enso atoso anan wɔn our 52 plus minus 3 goals and Dortmund etoso enum 51 points plus 15 goals. RB Leipzig enso etoso ensia wɔn our 50 points plus 6 na top scorers ne say anatia Hurricane Asha 24 goals for Bayern and Patrick Schick enso abos 19 for Leverkusen team na Saul Kurasi enso abo 19 for Borussia Dortmund na Kofi dia tennis enra and Xabi Alonso officially wakache Leverkusen team ni se season ekwa we ya wode asom no eba we ya enti say de Xabi Alonso akane 2 more games nyankopon nya adom ochena obobo bi na tiensama wakaye or say I own a huge debt of gratitude to Leverkusen, to my players and staff, to all the club employees, and last but not least, to the fantastic fans. And no, I am Sama Xabi Alonso. What they had to jam was so rare Juma. Wabaye Eddie Ama Leverkusen. Any Abasubodia, Wenya, any Modema players na abo Eddie Ashen and Munyamana, which I say, what Domas ye pa, na fensono, what catch one say, na who so when yet Timbisa, and your mu ayajuma, na Kofudi intense Sama Xabi Alonso, Akaya Abrana and Nua, why a pre-match conference ahead of from game or China, home and Dortmund ever. Say, qua walk on home.
Yeah, it's emotional. It's a mix emotions. Especially today, it has been the moment with the people of the club, with the players for sure, because they have given me so much, and I think that we have had a great connection, and that's been the key. You know, that I have felt that they believed in me and they follow me, and that's why we have been so. The easy going every day with our things, with our games, winning, losing, but always with a good chemistry, and it was important, and for sure it was emotional. It's still time to enjoy it, but that's gonna be the idea to now that we have clarity to enjoy till to the last moment. We have a big moment. I'm really looking forward on Saturday, the game against Dortmund for many players, not just for myself, for Jonathan Tah, for Emi, for other players that can be the last day in our stadiums, and the fans as well. I want that to have a proper goodbye with them.
I know I Xabi Alonso manager Emma Leverkusen Bobo Kona Wadi Etuja Enra Abrana Chasawaya pre-match conference na Xabi Alonso Leverkusen no who say 2023-2024 season no you undefeated our Bundesliga no waji ye and 2023-2024 waji German derby poker 2024 waji German Super Cup no na in all no ura papa ni din ani Xabi Alonso diatie ani sem urama wabo 138 matches, which is 138, I got 2 more games to go into about 140 matches. Nasa 138 matches, I was the we're winning 89, and what draw 31, Walusu just 18. And 2 Timuse, I know Dinye Papa, Waje 3 titles, and Anna Pai Enya Izekra, na Leverkusen team achasa more than a coach. Legend, thank you for everything, Xabi. I know I am Sama, Leverkusen team na wamonso akache Xabi Alonso na Xabi Alonso say we honored say when your coach beat say Don Carlo Ancelotti emane e coach no or Real Madrid na for Sambe coach no or Bayern Munich where you obia in the football no ni playing test for buano and ni coaching career munso no wo buano to a great personality Danny Danyina no wadana na nitia wakaino eno Don Carlo Ancelotti same we okay no ama man for a link in mover do do na expert say beko Madrid Bobo kunum tino no ama se ni hwemu ayete ene se Fernando Caro ono chief executive officer Emma Leverkusen Bobo kono ene Real Madrid 18 come about a compensation a between 5 million euros ekosi 10 million euros enti bibia chasa Xabi Alonso Leverkusen no Bobo kwa Madrid and wakwa ye adwuma amuamo ama nanu kwepo mekacha mo se wado no wabadwane Madrid Bobo kono wa agree terms ama enana pai diamete ene so no so a present system a wako Madrid obe use no a 3-4-3 system and likely say Xabi Alonso ekwa Madrid obe use wababo backline 3 defenders omo ye very good chasem e was say womo e control ball no offense no wababo double pivot e wo defenders nanim no abo highly offensive fullbacks ebe provided width na offense no etimi abwa ama ne team no are strong in the defense midfield and attack na Carlo Ancelotti say Xabi Alonso ekwa replace no diamete and say de la Seleção of Brazil likely so abakwa ye adwuma amuamo na Seleção of Brazil wakwa ye adwuma amuamo no yesi nyankopon nya adwuma next week likely say papa no ebe sign contract amuamo after El Clasico wakwa sign e de amade Seleção of Brazil eno kakre form epa unim se uramu Spain La Liga no big game eba koso ochena 2:15 Barcelona wamo ane Real Madrid Bobo kono ana kwakoshia Alejandro Hernandez ana kwakoye center referee na Emrantia wamo ntimi emobi our pastor the home club afamino Juskunde emobi Mark Bena munyina enya de so betimi esa kan Abrante fano Macasado ane Pablo Toure wamo nyina entimi emobi uramu ewo Madrid wamo afama Antonio Rudiger, Daniel Carvajal, David Alaba, Afe Ida Militao, Camavinga, and Ferland Mendy. Na so far, Madrid and Barcelona, on the last 56 matches on Mabana, Kofi Atienesa Barca winning 26. And emu 20 I win. Ama Real Madrid emu 10 I draw. Now the last 4 matches are across between Madrid and Barcelona no minina I win. Edi ama Barcelona team no obakaya wamo Barca echo away on 3rd August 2024. Echo she Bobo Kefan Madrid 2-1 near club friendlies ewo USA. After October 26, 2024, and also Madrid in La Liga, Barcelona echo Shamu 4-0, and Sunday 12 June 2025. Now, Spanish Super Cup, Barca Asha Madrid 5-2, and the last one, no, Copa del Rey, Saturday, April 26, Barcelona I win 3-2, Etia Madrid Bobo Kono, and Tibia Chasa Madrid for no, Barca and Sa Adomoso, Nadia Mete and set Yankopanya Dmochana indications. Actually, say Brante for the other Goulet, ever started in the El Clasico with Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo ever started from the bench. Now, I don't know, I had dicey, I don't know, day because after Madrid 34, no, Barca and Edikai 79 points plus 58, Madrid Etosum 75 points plus 36. And the way a game man, a bet me decided will be a Wabaji League, because 4 points and a Dortmund after Okoto score shot in Swa, Robert Lewandowski of Barcelona and a LED were bought 25 goals and a Kylian Mbappe, and so our Madrid one also about 24 goals. Our Lamine Yamal and a Kwakodin Commerce, or we had Musa Ochana, whom Ebenyo Mute Nafe, whom Atimi Adeliva, Ama Basa Timino, and your good resource, a betimi Abwa, Ama La Liga, no, Wamu AGSC woman I so, Wamu Ebisan say outside Barcelona, ni favorite player, Ayahwaya, and also right now, dear, say Uyi Basa Efrima. Osman Dembele of PSG and Bukayo Saka of Arsenal Juma Muyentino womu any 2 favorite players na Sas Fabregas Juma Emma Como Timino yes papa na adre se Eric Garcia wonu defender Emma Barcelona no onya boy no in this summer transfer because we are versatile and we are very good on the ball off the ball we are very good in Tinanibeje so benya Branton but they mate and it's a Branton fan Eric Garcia no a person stay with Barcelona Bobo kono England na uko Englanda English Premier League no Fulham and 2 p.m. Womu ane Everton and Airport Southampton at the same time. Womu ane Manchester City Wolverhampton Wanderers and Brighton of Albion Everton na Wolverhampton Wanderers manager and Victor Pereira and Enwa Urama Barclays manager of the month April in the Premier League no when I was so Philip proud such award ninsa etimi aka what the backroom staff no wadomo asiyepa.
Of course, I feel proud. I feel proud. We should feel proud of ourselves. Not only me, the players, the staff, all of them, and especially the supporters, because this is a reward for everybody, and we deserve.
How much effort, how many sleepless nights went into that month?
It's difficult. It's difficult to say to you, but a lot of commitment, effort, a lot of people working to achieve our targets, and we must feel proud of ourselves.
Ano aye Victor Pereira manager Emma Wolverhampton Wanderers Bobo Connor wade Emma na Alexis McAllister enso awini EA Sports Player of the Month April into Premier League namana o best Player of the Month April a Liverpool Alexis McAllister Ochana in the Premier League crucial game anopa 11 a.m. Newcastle wamu ane Chelsea anabebo na Enzo Maresca manager Emma Chelsea Bobo Connor and was 3 big games na all of them very very big games where we had to say ebeyen kunimdie Emma Chelsea Bobo Connor
and United will be a big one and Forest will be a big one. Now we have 3 more games that all of them they're gonna be big games for sure. Sunday it's a chance to start in the right way. We are in a good run, in a good mood, and hopefully we can play a good game and win the game.
Ano aye ensama Enzo Maresca manager Emma Chelsea Bobo Connor wade Emma ya enano payadini nyina Emma mu ewa Akwaaba 98.2 and so Manchester United ochina 115 wamu ane West Ham ebabo Tottenham Spurs so the same time wamu ane Crystal Palace ebehia no amu si Europa League game ebekọ so ewa beba between Manchester United and your Tottenham no that day our Tottenham Spurs stadium ombebie stadium na fei wama yi match na live ewa ho enti ewa giant screen so no ubenya bi ahwe ewa Tottenham Spurs wama stadium no ma enano payadi ni nyina enso eba mu Liverpool wama enso ochena wama ane Arsenal ebobo 3:30 na Liverpool manager Ancelotti confirm se Conor Bradley eba start game no Nyankopon nya adoma Brighton ebebo because benya so benya more games ebetimi prepare no for next season na Mikel Arteta enso se so obi ade a so open abaso enti ohwe level Liverpool na abaso bode and what because womo and champions of the Premier League.
And the coaching staff is done. It's been fascinating. It's been really good, and they fully deserve it. And that's the sport. When somebody's better, you have to applaud and accept and try to reach that level. The amount of points that we have generated in the last few seasons, we could have 2 Premier Leagues. So you know how close we are. We are there. We are providing the numbers that win you titles. So we have to be a little bit luckier or still do better. Is that nobody has that season better than you. But again, what we did in the Champions League with those numbers, you have a big probability of winning it. That's why a lot of people were thinking that we could go all the way. There are many factors. You need that to go in your way, in that decision, in that clinical moment. The ball goes to the post, out, in. That's the fine margin. So I think what we have tried to do is to amplify the margins. The bigger the margins are, even if those things happen, then it will be very difficult for the opposition.
Enti wamu Arsenal team no ebe cross gab no gab do mu ntem anasa magina eda wamu ani Liverpool entem na wamu ebe cross na say no after Monday 35 aka 3 more games to go. Liverpool are champions. Wamu ewo 82 points plus 46 goals. Arsenal etoso mienu 67 points plus 33. Man City etoso miensa 64 points plus 24. Newcastle etoso enai 63 points plus 21. Chelsea etoso enum 63 plus 21. Nottingham Forest etoso ensia 61 points plus 12 goals. Na top scorers no Mohamed Salah and LED was 28 goals for Liverpool. Alexander Isak ashe 23 for Newcastle and Erling Haaland ashe 21 for Manchester City. Mohamed Salah and I'm winning Footballers Writers Association Footballer of the Year Award 2025. Na Mo Salah Edges Award no na Alessio Russo onu so adwuma Emma Arsenal Emma team no enso enwene Emma no Footballers Writers Association Footballer of the Year 2025 na Mo Salah Kofi Diatene say 2017 2018 wado energy 2021 2022 wano energy ye ena 2024 2025 waje enti waje 3 times enye is a Liverpool team no awramo amuni Monaco defender ni din ene Van der Sen edin kamadiameti ene se Monaco ereti abrantene 30 million euros wamu Liverpool fire madwense at the end of the season wamu ebesha Luis Diaz ene the representatives no ma din come about ni future plans na enom ana Anslot or manager Emma Liverpool team no as wamu Liverpool for no wamu ye disappointed say Trent Alexander-Arnold efi Liverpool bobo kunum.
I think like everybody who likes Liverpool and who's a fan of Liverpool, we are disappointed for him leaving, because not only a good human being is leaving the club, but a very, very, very good fullback is leaving us as well. But I also worked at clubs like as at Alkmaar and Feyenoord, where every season a very good or multiple very good players have left the club. So I'm a bit more used to it, maybe, that players leaving the club, and the experience I have, and by the way this club as well, that if a very good player is leaving, the next very good player will step up, and that's probably what's going to happen now again as well.
The next player, Ebeye Conor Bradley, na papa for the Anslot, abo Conor Bradley, abaso, servant in America, 20 BB and the tackles, and in the attacking effort, what they support Liverpool, no, and Ashraf Hakimi, oh no, Juma MPH, no, pe, or some qualities, the same, na Hilal team, no. And so I imagine sir, wamo everybody further with the so no Juma Emma Liverpool. No mo se 1st June. Wamo area mu say FIFA Club World Cup because our USA no. Wamo area branch na ebe controversial see edin come on. At the same time, wamo si omunya Victor Osimhen wamo epento wamo so ashase any Napoli team no kasa say FIFA a confirm say Women's World Cup no ebe stande and numbers na some be expand from 32 teams to 48 teams. In 2035 tournament no ebe koso ewo United Kingdom, UK and in petama enye easy uramu our French Ligue 1 no akal last but one game was ene omu ebo efomu we na next weekends womu ayi efo no mti last but one matches no Angers womu ane Strasbourg Stade Brest ane Lille Metropole ane firstly heavy womu ane Marseille Monaco ane Lyon na Montpellier ane PSG Akwaaba games ni nyina cost 7 p.m. and then matches no cost 7 p.m. next weekends matches no cost 7 p.m. na PSG agidada after match 32 no womu ane edikan 78 Marseille etosu mienu 59 points Monaco etosu miensa 58 points OGC Nice etosu enai 57 Lille etosu enum 57 ana Strasbourg etosu ensia 57 and Sana Lyon amba betosu enso womu ewo 54 points Ousmane Dembele ana Kokin Wolidi washe 21 goals for PSG Messi Greenwood 18 for Marseille ana Jonathan David enso abo 16 ama Lille Metropole team no na kofi match ba ko ene ano ebe den aya Portugal Liga Portugal na de ate ane se Benfica ene 5 p.m. wamu ane Sporting Lisbon ana Airbo a title decider game ene enye is a crowd because wamu so no aka 2 matches na 2 matches no first and second Airbo ene na next weekend so no wamu anso akwakobo last matches Sporting for ene dikan after Monday 32 wamu win 24 wamu draw 6 and wamu lose 2 wamu actually 85 goals wamu a conceded 26 goals wamu was 78 points plus 59 goals Benfica etosu mienu wamu so about 32 matches wamu about 25 wamu win 25 wamu draw 3 and wamu lose 4 wamu 82 goals and wamu conceded 26 wamu was 78 points plus 56 goals our honoma and ano paye gina so na fe yade amon ne nsem na si na fe abadwefo ede de aka no enso atwa so amaye na Kofi M Sport no ye hwe na fe ye mfa code no ema atiefo eye B3P 5VC2
C2 that team be mna hwe
B3P 5VC2
5VC2 okay yada see eno ayada say bona kwadwo Frederick ena otene kasa amna ne nsembodi asi wo wie no wo de M Sport code no e de asoso eye B3P5VC2 enti sana honsam no as etra and for way by first land by first land
mire bi abona tu kaya ajabini se boda de enye da no ngotwa ba ponsi ma kakra na me hwa de we chira mu ya to go fit go play let's see chopper no kike is the bit me careful master press mo over
we see by force
first landing yaba
as omo maybe na as passengers in front bi kono
enye bad okay come on what's your juice
we say bibi aboko
go fit go bibi aboko pa yaba yes and seven so you be discuss a lot na kofi mi wura mu ya na maninje and China Fabrizio Romano this story be ba say enche here we go be beba nti ye de to ye yi ani e ba ya Arsenal for agree say Martin Zubimendi omo ko trigger the release clause which is 60 million euros so it means that 60 million euros no omo ko ade Martin Zubimendi na ka omo mefe do
wow
nti as a misro de Thomas Partey
okay.
The man Thomas Partey.
Sign the contract. No, you
renew yet. And I don't know because already me for that no obebre. Me Cameroon no attackers nini ho. And obo as a force nine. So ideally, said the Ateta Champions League free. Munzo can say me say two games no difference no. FCC or boxing. What I say because boxing a goalkeeper and a striker. And Ojidi said na PSG for no in the box almost striker. Arsenal for boxing no more striker. Midfielder. So say maybe we'll be going to look for a striker. Nti so cover striker bana mi Cameroon no ba mfimfia. It says you be meant to omunyina abusuafo no most suicide that. Or the omunyina ba. Odegaard, Rice, or Metna. Na say two be free man na one be free man. Partey na extending the contract no. Okay. Oh nti ama ahwa e bi Thomas Partey Saudi Arabia bi.
Bia no akwese. 31 years.
Ebia na Saudi Arabia nti yenhwe because they are there Arsenal for Partey ball ya waboy pastor. Makoto mefoda. Ko futi modern.
You.
Kofi ana.
O de modern but all the same. Sa bia mo so pe set team no. Pe phone be free me na kan kwara no.
Oh. You bend
you. Enti emoda ho yi.
Kofi. Weekend we matches of course matches near bebre. Tina me nyabo trehwe mu no. Na some selected games are you of course the top liner the classical repeat of the first leg and I hear until again the final El Clasico of the regular season eba so nyame adom achina 215 now Barcelona after 3 classical games in the regular season preseason the enen ka ho no oma winning nyina de tia Real Madrid and they are hoping say this time round omema na gba no preko season we dear eba na El Clasico Kofi Omatete Real Madrid pansam. It started from the first one with Bernabeu Stadium. Real Madrid 4-0. But since they look at it on the evidence of results, Real Madrid have tried to improve because the subsequent one in the Spanish Supercopa de España, 5-2. Then Madrid came at least close the gap a bit. And then in the final one, which was just 2 weeks ago, that was in the Copa del Rey final. And also, the roller coaster game. Barcelona took the lead, Pedri shot, and then Madrid Mbappe free kick. Tchouameni had the ball after 6 minutes of the Mbappe goal, and they 2-1. And then and so Barcelona got another goal, and then finally Jules Koundé a powerful shot at the to them. And 3-2. So yes, Madrid are trying to close the gap, and they Obianim say Barcelona to Madrid so. But among all the classicals, now this is a classical Madrid for no, I will hope ye. Why? Because see, in as much as Madrid team I believe a lot of people are beginning to have confidence, particularly in the new Madrid team now. Ancelotti tried to build particularly the attack since Ada Gula ebe shame no. Because with Ada Gula obeshe the attack no. Unze Madrid team no creativity be about attack, spark be about him ho. A lot of chances creation. See, all the Madrid quarters suggested say once Ada Gula started this very classical game because Omunim what he can offer. Yes, it feels sad for Rodrigo and still all try to find a playing time. But at this moment it's about the balance in the attack. And then yes, defensive. I say, oh, previous one Rudiger Bobby. This time Rudiger knew, but it was okay with Chomeni and then Raul Asensio. Before say Asensio free in that recent game against Celta Vigo. But you know, Mario won that game by 3-2. Now, at the Akwaaba Madrid fans, it was so much hope. They say, I'm going to say Barcelona for now recover from that defeat. That, in fact, painful defeat, that shock. And honestly, even the fans themselves, may not for minimum Barcelona for recover. Not even talk about the players and go pramana so or more for tire kwa. And look at Kwanya or more frimu keko. Or more frimu in a way or more ebe teki lead ebe tete omoka. Ebe teki lead 3-2 with some 2 minutes to end the game. Emma interbesha omo. Esa kwa we need game no extra time. Next omo bre nyina ye kwa. Trouble dream shattered. And then subsequently, referee decisions are even some of the players, any coach plus staff, a trouble referee telling you Sampa, looking at even the reactions, the emotions of certain players. I could feel you who here on the foot of play, no. Sampa, I mean, destroyed emotionally after the game. Coach him a day off for everybody to rest, but could be enough because even the fans themselves are healing. Yeah. I went into a lot of Barcelona portal to read their comments. Many of the fans said, even this Clasico they won't watch because Amono season and Casano no is so much dependent on the Champions League. Until this time around the Champions League now, it is up to them in the La Liga. So this is a Clasico game. Barcelona are not fully motivated. Yes, Amobo fear, but Barcelona fear no Amobo. If you've not watched them this season, you'll be in. Yeah, football, the money you're home, they say you have more fans. What I say? Than their away team. But when you look at the stadium itself, who is there because Olympic companions, no? I'm here for Barcelona Olympics, no? I'm here Titan tracks in Nyoma. And a stadium, as a fans in Ben Park, no? Unlike Classic Benabao and I say Old Camp no. On the Titan track, baby, 2 mechanic, and the park and Ankasa them 50. Yeah, Barcelona form here this season now. So fans in the air reactive BBA. Yes, you hear the sound, but you hear from far. And the ginger players in enough. Unlike stadiums, they close to the pitch, you know. Technically, minimum so or more matemasenetia. And so Okobo game like this. Now as you use home advantage. Barcelona home advantage, you know, and ye gidi bia to rely on to say Yaman Seven about fans and man to create charge atmosphere. Which is a kick players national direct, you know. The Montjuic Stadium is never like that. Now, Kofi, Barcelona, yes, still there are a lot of players who are out. And we still ask, say Alex Bardi, Obebo, Anna Ombo. Still ne hon turn. Yes, he trained with the full squad, but be a game way on your fully fit. Now no Gerard Martin assisted too. So Gerard Martin to be assisted too when the previous man of the match in the Valladolid game there. Then Gerard Martin is going to play. So shares in imposed obviously. Now Eric Garcia because Kunde is not back. Now Abrante the dear Inigo Martinez because there Arahu here and no. So Barcelona fans say so in a Clasico do kwa omobe yina film plus Kubasi. Now midfield no will be Pedri, Frankie de Jong, and then Dani Olmo. I don't know, say Ferran Torres and Lewandowski. We are for refuse Lewandowski. But no pay biabo. Yeah, oh, and obviously Ferran Torres in the form now. Say Barcelona prioritize the results. It should be Ferran Torres leading the attack, and then Abrante and the other Lamine Yamal on the right side, Rafinha on the left side. Of course, these two players, Amabo Mudino, has been very influential in all the Clasico matches Ayabo this season. First one, 4-0, Rafinha scored, Lamine Yamal scored. In the Super Cup, similar. And then now no Copa del Rey, no? Kofi, and also Rafinha got to go, right? And the challenge said, so we add these two players are. Omo influencing Clasico matches so well, and I mean, some Madrid for no, Obia and Canchram the threat of these two white players for ultimate in the Barcelona. Now, and they say Madrid to me Barcelona, they'll be getting what we call a lifeline. La Liga na have 4 matches. Meaning say come Madrid last 4 matches, you know. There's a Mallorca game and then the last 2 including the Sociedad one. So come Barcelona, so game where we are remaining Espanyol or team against Bilbao, and then there's one other team. Barcelona Super Bowl Sociedad. and aka one other team. So when you look at these teams, it means that Madrid will need this very game. I'm on the Barcelona point gap already there 75-79. 4 points ambassador to Madrid. And Tebeka one. Now second 1 point. Kofi, there are 3 more matches to go.
Yeah.
And a win for Madrid will increase the pressure on Barcelona. In fact, Madrid for no even say come to me epic another point to cry near there. Or when you say La Liga no, last blood is in the Clasico. Because the Madrid still lose Clasico no on the other hand. All the other matches now Barcelona here 1 point. We have 1 point. And the meaning say La Liga nankasano, it is either going to be decided this weekend and now say Real Madrid will try with their fight with their last blood and get a lifeline. Now you say be caught to the final day and answer saying.
Okay.
Now, oh Madrid me motivation we hear be because the last time I explained to you the players and I say Barcelona players they disrespect you in that 3-2 Copa del Rey final. They can't same tia omo. And to omo now joining forces. Omo share Inter Milan game ni boom trying to even understand it. Omo players ready do omo come before coach tactics because tactically unim the way Barcelona operate this time round because Abrante and the other Alex Bade team no and Shedan extremely effective on the left flank so much but a better balance Lami Yama equal threat Rafinha Emma equal threat so Mario have to find a way to deal with them. And then in the midfield, all the time the battle of course will be this time round. Chomeni Beko defense, and if we have Kobo Raul Asensio, so it means that Danny Ceballos, Jude Bellingham, and then Abrantia, Ebia, Ada Goulet, Omon Ebe Jinem Fifi, and then Madrid attack, you know. Barcelona, of course, Yenim Dani Omo, Pedri, Frankie de Jong say, Omusube Jinem Fifi. So, and you of course, in terms of tactics, all the time we explain. So, two teams in Nano are familiar, but it's about the edge, the mentality, the motivation, the hunger to do it. Yes, oh yeah, Hansi Flicker, you try and do everything possible to psych your boys, but the natural principle is that Barcelona players are too young to heal at this point. And to yet there will be some sort of disappointment, some sort of as a yabregu, some sort of as a motivation here a bit down.
Okay.
In the boys. Yes, on the evidence of team they are better than Madrid. But almost imagine if they are down. Almost defense, a problem. And mind you, Mbappe is on a scoring spree. Almost every game is scoring in recent times. 36 goals for Real Madrid, debut season and counting. The last 2 classical games, now in the first one, we should go Amanjini and DBB. So all the classicals, he tries to find the net. Until going into a game like this, of course, Vini extra go. What I say, but Gula is scoring some scintillating super classic goals to be in a classical like this. He would love to do the same. So he looks as he said, this time round, so open a classical game. And Madrid was a real chance. We can do something like this classical. In the classical way, they go. To me, as of now, you're 50-50, mommy.
Oh, okay.
Before this, let me say because Madrid couldn't even play the Champions League again. Before the Betis, La Liga matches in Madrid intimidation. But a new maybe SCC. I'm now. I think game is a 50-50 game for everybody. Until let's wait to see China. They're on for their free game. Now I'm only praying. Alejandro Hernandez. Referee don't quite the headlines because this will be the final Clasico. Madrid for no say Charlie. I'm gonna share 4. 4 out of 4. They should know that on the back of their mind. Because I think say game near Barcelona home. But game we pad the football motivation play a lot.
Yes.
I tell you, if you are not motivated, go away. I tell you, football there. On that score, and I remember who said Madrid your favorite to win this game.
Oh, okay.
Now, there's another story, of course, related to Madrid. And it has to do with the 43-year-old Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Now, Kofi, Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid. I think it is more or less like something that has always been cooking until it is bound to happen. But we ask ourselves, say, is the timing right and not wrong? Unse for Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
Say no be Real Madrid. I mean, I just at the age of 11. No be him say good. But the timing of Mbappe near arrival at Real Madrid. Because you say you be so we ask, say Xabi Alonso ne timing or the Mbappe for Real Madrid is it right or wrong?
Okay.
First of all, on the evidence of the career, even as a player,
okay.
The way I born home modern from the Liverpool days to Real Madrid. In fact, for Real Madrid, or Katim J, the La Decima, the famous La Decima, no, or in La Liga with Real Madrid. In fact, Copa del Rey 2 times. The Ancelotti's first Madrid team, no, on in a boy.
Okay.
Now Ancelotti, your coach. Now Xabi Alonso, your player. No, the J, all those Copa del Rey, La Liga, and the others. Now, Akwaaba, Ancelotti so Bayern. In fact, season Ancelotti, Emma farewell, no, that was the final season for Xabi Alonso, said all one. And to another Korea, our Bayern Munich. And the next Ancelotti, free ho Real Madrid. Now, Akwaaba, in fact, I remember on Ancelotti famous interview with Bayern. I want Ancelotti Koka said, Xabi Alonso yepa as a player, but Phil said he will turn out to be a very good coach at the time. No, no, Bobo, but okay, say, Ohunes will be a very good coach because one. Coach Ben on in for year for club for national team. National team was coached by the famous Vicente de Vos. On Euros too. Remember, Walker back. So for national team, we were extremely successful. For club football, there with Liverpool, the famous Champions League in 2005, with Real Madrid, the La Decima, with Bayern, trophies, baby. And he's got. I mean, Waji a lot of things as a player. Now, obey a coach. Kofi, it's all started from Real Madrid. I'm on phone him and Xabi Alonso after acquiring his coaching license. Ebe coaching Real Madrid under 15 first. And the Saudi baby I want corner. Now on him say Obama because Bayern chasing the last season. Now Kope Bayern and Kobeko. Now Saudi Juma wakoye Leverkusen. Yes. Obi and dispute because he want to pick a team now only 2 places up above relegation. The time I offer Leverkusen, now on the basis I can't no marry. But see, in that season, he fought, challenged, built a team, qualified for the Europa League the following season. Now, subsequent season, for the first time since another energy league, from 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. At what was no to be breaky by and dominance. In fact, the first Bundesliga team what they call invincible, unbeaten the whole season. He won the German Super Cup. First, it was the first ever trophy Bundesliga title in the history of Leverkusen. In fact, he went to the Europa League. The whole season, 53 games, he lost just one. That was the Europa League final against Atalanta Bergamo. And the way of building the team, no, strong, a special, a superb. And on the evidence of a Juma modern more, even this season, Grand Crawford disappointed. No, now be checking Bundesliga table, they are second. This is Leverkusen. This is not 98. And this one Leverkusen that second. Now feeling disappointed. If it is because of the level on who are raising Leverkusen, because Leverkusen on a normal position can says fifth. You get it? And the so on no the announcement can say he's had some 3 incredible seasons. It is because if you look back, no Leverkusen where he picked the team from, and if even a the level is competing. Champions League he finished among the top 8 and obey free move in the knockout phase. So fair results. What I say? Now, and then the reason why I'm saying is that it looks as if Madrid and Leverkusen bond there, no, it's made in heaven. But timing, no, is it right or wrong? Then it feels that he's coming too early, and that is my personal opinion. I feel that a lot of maturity stages can pass it through before coaching Real Madrid. No? Yes, Obibeka the Pep Guardiola coaching Barcelona no of 37, so 38, or JDS or GBR. But he came under huge criticism before somebody a Jumane Mano. And again, this is Barcelona. Madrid pressure is different. The way we use the Madrid players is different. What I say? Ego to a camp again. Alonso, Kofi Makase, I've never fancied the 3-back system. No. particularly for Real Madrid. And looking at AS Marca, looking at all a kicker, Omunina say, as at now, yes, you need officially Obedu and your system but based on the trait as a coach, coaches almost betray on my system. Emma, who am as a good coach. Antonio Conte about Tima. Just all Kenya Miani. Yes, I'll bet you walk or Treback. Into coaches in so I Treback coach or prefer Treback. Simeone Inzaghi Treback mine. Yes, I inter coach, you know. And this are no more now. Ancelotti, Jabi Alonso. So Oba Madrid no about Trebaka. Covina say who just opposed to Leverkusen. Yes, no very good goalkeeper. But the centre backs two in Tapsoba and Jonathan Tah. Now Real Madrid say Uber centre back two in a 3-back system. We have 2 centre backs to set Tapsoba and Tah na. Our form so almost say good. And the Chelsea oh here double centre backs. Oh here centre backs me 2. We here wing backs. Our we overlapping. Omo call a sign back. Now in this current Madrid setup, say Arnold there is good for a right, but on the left there is no player either Frank Garcia, Fela Mendy, Alaba or who. And the Koto player because they are not Jeremy Frimpong at the mano as a right wing back. They are not Alex Grimado the mano as a left wing back. No, just say you compare Alex Grimado no at the never left. Obey players a free mo you know about 2 midfielders are more one didn't know more physique don't say height in Andrich. So be an Andrich. It's be a short no. Plus Granit Xhaka. And the Madrid, you know, yes, ABA could be Chouameni, and then it means that Jude Bellingham will have to come deep.
Okay.
Now they're forward. It is definitely going to be Kylian Mbappe and Vini. But on can a 3-back, you know, up a number 10 behind them. So maybe it could fit Ada Goulet as a 10. What I say? Now Mbappe. Any Vinicius, LED. Yeah. Because with Leverkusen, now or the Franvet, any Abrante and the other Victor Boniface, and the lead attack. If you are not the Amin Adli, Aton Omachi. If you are a bo Amin Ali, any Franvet, our Boniface and him, Boniface a chi, now Boniface Adam. So when you look at this system, clearly, and this system, I mean, if it's a Madrid bear enjoy, sir. We will take a lot of the Madrid players out. Obviously, we know that the Madrid players need to be a free system. But I can't sit to realize that Madrid that without the ball, always they'll have to defend in 5. What I say? And even with the 5-back, they were still leaking goals, conceding a lot, and doing some late wins. And yes, sir. So Alonso ne Madrid, I think so. Obano versus a system, that would be some sort of a huge risk. Because ABA will prefer 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. Yes, of course, for me, I quite UEFA Pro license there. Or a fair idea about every formation, every system, and how it operates. Because the last time I can UEFA or more Pro license in handbook, no, the kind of details a woman told for you to acquire the license, no, tells you one thing. Say ABA, you know his stuff, but so be must start a certain system. Now, because on switch here, and I'll see another topic for another day. So let's see. Me, I honestly believe that. Ne appointment na bantem too much. It is a matter of a very huge gamble for Real Madrid. Honestly, very, very huge gamble because it can jeopardize the career at the early age. It can make or make him. You get it? Nti ebianko for team bi musa bu careful. Bet 3 years can one. Nan ke bia mature enough. Because Madrid no there is pressure. The last na me ESPN for no. Omo ko share Barcelona ni inter game ni bi ntino munya mai no mo ho nti we mo didi nkomo no ba ko say na nya Madrid na Alonso coach in this Ancelotti wa ji cap bi a we say wa ji bia wo wi ase enso mo match no mo lose so ga Ancelotti coach do Ancelotti we nim tactics say obi a wo free coach from 1990 something abedu 2025 sometimes we go kutanum see team bi a wako bi a wa ji ni I'm saying nim coaching back say
football fans
that is club nibi or more tactics coaching from 92 or more tactics it is Alonso Madrid fans rest tactics are pressure now
obetimi ana
what I say it should tell you the demand what I say of this Madrid team they be an officer more Galacticos and blame by a former player almost study Madrid blame by former player
coach
Vini across 16 matches 3 goals.
Almost coach now.
Kofi?
Yeah.
La Liga no still after the Clasico. There's one interesting match. Now, see, Real Betis. Exna. Omno Sasuna nebo. Na say unse teams na able league no be our ambition. And I tell you, when it comes to the domestic season, of course, Barcelona G League now maybe they'll be the only team that will be happy than Betis this season. Yes. Do you know why? Also, my Dika so Obia one ambition. Now, Real Betis is not a team or started La Liga or expected so La Liga. No. But our baby officer was auto. And then how a story now here for them. And it is all because of goat. Nyamina Mekaya, Omwana Troye, so goat there, Eba Anthony. Because since Anthony joined them, in fact, Anthony joined Real Betis Akofi, now Amoda 11th. And here I know can say, Real Betis at the 6th. Now, 6 in a Real Betis down. Confused Spain, 5 teams now qualify for the Champions League next season.
Yeah.
So 5 teams already. Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, you know home dada. Bilbao, it was 61 points. I can't 4 games, almost 61. Villarreal the 5th or 58. Betis or the 6th or 57. In the Betis for Naka 1 point, no more qualify for Champions League proper. Now, Anthony joining Omono. They are winning almost every game that they are playing. Obo free kick in national, no Ronaldinho free kick. Go post nation. Now, in the Conference League, I'm going to fight Akwaaba finals. I'm going to Chelsea, bebo.
Yeah.
And imagine, say Betis and Coman, you know that. Betis are moving the time on more top players. Crown Kofi. I'm going to me, I'm going to be fair no side, no. This time round, certain Anthony no more back. Kofi team Nabe completely different to the level. Say, and they are playing against Osasuna mid-table. And Betis able of you looking at their form 50-50, but they have the chance to win this game. So I'm Renea. There'll be pressure on Bilbao. Bilbao are playing against Deportivo Alaves. I'm a banana skin team. Boogie side. Now the Alaves, I'm just 1 point away, so 2. No more to relegation.
Yeah.
It's the only team I worry about. Kofi, Obi Mia will come on to the latter. Yes, sir. So it could be possible. Say Bilbao. After dropping out of the Champions League, na Ohen Sachet Epra, Danny Vivian Epra, Inaki William Nico Williams, Omunaya out, no? Kofi Anhana Alaves, Akoha Bebao, Ama Bebao drop a point.
Yes.
On the other hand, Villarreal, Kofi Onokrade or Bonne, and Villarreal game, no, so no, or 1 point, and order that Betis top. And this a Villarreal ne away to Girona. So Villarreal and Timar Betis is here will to enter the Champions League. And it's one of the season that has been for Betis based on their own ambition. And the level, imagine seeing Real Betis next season in the Champions League.
Wow.
What I say? Now Anthony Jinamo Shama you are Pamino. And I'm a man you want to. Into Kofi and I'm on one Sanji Europa.
It
could be possible. Wait, Monko show. Wait, we qualify for Champions League. No man you and Kobe. Yes, sir. Into Kofi, it is very, very interesting. Oh, no. Now from Spain, Mr. Monche PSG match the year. Ono we season dada na no win so lusu ya so eden
o lusu ye
ono we league dada Liverpool ne Arsenal no so similar Arsenal for so need motivation but at least Man City and the almost sunti they would love to win Liverpool obetuma starting players ni nyina almost motivation ko meboa sa na buy a match no so mu hwe ni ye because Gladbach no also dey kakraka obisa bon kan handicap meboa because Leverkusen mon Gladbach no e wo mi say the form na nye baba Munchi no waji league ni dada what I say dey be no risk nothing it is one hwe ni years a season ye wi dynamics e home and am extra mo enei hwe Dortmund Dortmund Leverkusen coach ne ko motivation no down ono aka se o catch the players they were emotional and even from vet or Bayern and to team na jija nti Dortmund now ono pick you say Dortmund was already in the matches aka 1 point depend on also Champions League nti Dortmund and ko ya theater is now fighting to play in the Champions League again to said the last season boy na and the Dortmund game says likely Dortmund will win on dynamics and said it now Jensen free ho Uko Italia, Kofi, Inter Milan, or Champions League final. But I think he's not giving up on the league. But among One Napoli, no, Napoli against January should be a must win to maintain the 3 points gap. Of course, Omumishi is to win the league, meaning that they have to win all their games. So Napoli in January, I believe Napoli is going to win to maintain that 3 points gap. But Torino, Inter Milan, Inter players no bebre no more prayer and no by force injury about Champions League, you know. Honestly, don't freeze before the Barca first leg, no hamstring. And this is what about 2 legs and we are can't reach that Champions League or here to be optimum. And to me a coach now in as much as me here results. Now no here results or drop out the entire 11 and Kabako Yambisek. And the young mama say and so more because of Kowabre home. Joseph Martinez made a go. Don Fries also home na hamstring no anko trigger Carlos Agosto oni Damien omomebo game no Di Marco okra ho nto papa bia home already Lautaro Martinez ono akase wa pira ochechire ne nan no pampin this na kuro pa ehye boot no ode bo no enti ono say match o mobi Marcus Thuram ono so no we injury miraculously no ho to no man bo first and second leg ebi obe rest enti Mediterranean Marco Anatovic likely to play meba enti so one way Inter so game ni again to you know for him draw pa it's a difficult game and a tricky one but I think still Inter will prioritize results so Inter at least they won't lose this game so results now call more favor now my Premier League fixtures no top 4 na me dem on na hade Kofi say obi kaso obetimi de nsense ne bo akira o teams na e be qualify for the Champions League apart from Liverpool Arsenal na nipa kro no honestly bia onya no kwafo anase eye fanatism and a hono fancy or favor ntia yes because look Man City was 64 points aka 3 matches Newcastle the 4th or 63 points that's a 1 point gap Chelsea the 5th 63 points Nottingham Forest Kofi or the 6th 61 points Aston Villa 60 points now 7 teams mienu and qualify as it stands Forest and Villa and outside the top 5 but see he'll be a Manchester akai for Arsenal obo Liverpool Newcastle no Southampton I think Arsenal there obetimi no say they'll be in the Champions League okay na Arsenal so obi aka obeji league to the level said ne Man City mo area no and na onu am share faith to qualify for a Arsenal now he teams na outside no let's tackle Nottingham Forest first they will be here on Facebook no Nottingham Forest next game ye Leicester wa read that and the Forest able fie na there obehye and he said Nottingham Forest say automatically obehye 64 points meaning say one results in go favor neno Nottingham Forest abe you top 5 now and top of the table clash no Chelsea ni Newcastle now Chelsea Newcastle game no Chelsea any Newcastle be 63 points goal difference will be there 21 so mo ball draw embo mo mienu wo be lose so on drop it out of the top 5 with only 2 games to go now Newcastle able ofie what has happened Newcastle obo ofie yes Chelsea share Liverpool now no but Liverpool no any motivation Newcastle is different Newcastle this season where they Chelsea what I say now say Chelsea bo Newcastle we are over Arsenal game and sana Everton no say sorry or Man U and sana Nottingham Forest now say Newcastle bo Chelsea or Arsenal and Everton Villa or boy against Bournemouth Bournemouth is so fighting for Europe Villa so outside already and it should be a must win for Villa but obo away of Vitality Stadium o wi obe what Tottenham ofie league nim the Tottenham asa no abo Man U so asapa in the afrufo me the last 2 but the Bournemouth game a very crucial for Aston Villa if they want to repeat what they did this season so I'm about Champions League now and me there my and it is only telling me one thing say your team at this moment your motivation should be attack make sure so approaching games in match after match okay and if it is going to be so I think one of the most interesting games and Arsenal Liverpool it will be Chelsea Newcastle because of the top 4 the run in the final battle no say the Besiako and Kofi I think that's a game no I don't know why I'm beginning to trust Chelsea ebi o man when crowd betimanya draw in this very game
okay mate yada senti for betting code ne ma na ye
unze matches won ne pa ti ne manya abotrahwem
oh okay
the last 2 ni na one match
yes and I said bia
chese ye bedi nti we 90 hours
and ebi 90 hours ebi o
many problem e command you nene kire o because me pese be say
okay you go
8A JE 1R 8A JE 1
1
ɛna r
okay
Kofi mesro me pon ama ye busy nti wutie no tworo na wa mefrɛ me na mamfa
yo enti Hussein Adams na what say ka no enti ne betting code no 8AJE1R 8AJE1R enti oba Facebook wa browse sie ye dey ato ana Facebook mo amwo ye WhatsApp group no so eno so ye dey ato obetimi akọ na oso timi akọpe na messages ne pinaba yenyi bimfro na yenkwa enimem wase nanaya akroya say good morning to the prime team was if Barcelona like they should score Real Madrid 100 goals was we cannot what we want has come to pass for not winning the UEFA Champions League okay you Grayson Tubona and Hussein Adams nanaya akroya in the messenger or the abandono was hello good morning. Was I'm watching live from Techima. Was the update on Chelsea? Keep up the good work. Thanks. Was it please after the program text me. I have something to tell you. This is my number. Okay, you. Yeah, that's him. Osman, yeah, the messenger or the abandon. Was say Akwaaba Sports is loud and clear. Toward that City. Was it this time around Real Madrid will not allow FC Barcelona to score them? You was say for the 4th time. You Ericus. Say Kwadadi as in messenger. What the abandon? What's the watching the show live from Brekum? Kute number 1. Barcelona and Kotoko win their games. Okay, listen to my mom, Amabadu, the Yamsala, Ajay, the Okada Rider, Mark Lele, and all Kute number 1 community from Great Mugabe. The messenger what the Eba and no. What's watching the show live at Kumasi Kayetria Market. More update on Real Madrid and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Listen to Hussein Adams from Brante Feno. Jokri, the messenger he say what they abandon. What's your friend Falizio GH? What's it? Good morning, seniors. Was it in fact you guys are really doing a good job? Yeah, that's it. Keep up. Keep the good. Keep working hard. Okay, you. It's your boy. Falizio message. You know, Nas Medica Bo did that. What the freak kwan? And he say at the abaye. Was it Hussein just being a fan of what Real Madrid here? Was it Real Madrid will still lose tomorrow? You Kofijan answer the messenger. What the abandon? Was he watching live from Brekumazi? Greeting to all Madrid fans. Akwaaba Sports fantastic. Abdul Bashir Hashmi, the messenger. What the abandon? Was it good morning Akwaaba team? Watching live from Asama. Hala Madrid is the all-time Europe champions from Disasi Ibrahim. The messenger. What the abandon? Was it Hala Madrid all the way? Was it your friend Rich Donzi? Rich Donzi the messenger on the abandon. So on a rich fan boy. Was it Basa all the way? And I face Amos H as about Liverpool all the way. That's the same with the messages. You know, obey to me. I did buy it to me. I can't. Those better across the same. Now, to me, I do the other. But no, you back and can't eat me at the amount on Facebook. No, Akwaaba Radio Blokum. Akwaaba Radio Blokum. What's it say? Na ye ni komo. Na brother tactical man awesome. Atenase. Ne oshe. Do other say it here. So be na manfo. So on a baby na no. Na abrai so sinkonya. Na wadini dia abano channel say obetimi akọ Facebook o sisi na o se etimi akwedi nkomo etimi eda for bra sisi bra sisi bra sisi oba Hussein code no ye dia to sasa na bona dia no so ye dia to the tactical man ocean
tago
bibia boko
fino ala fini
until the end
bibia boko
ye de
na also
boko nena Chelsea ladies.
Oh, yeah, corner one to baby.
It'll be Adamsu. Yeah, or some classmates. Olista.
Oh,
and then
yeah, man, a for Yako.
Some
more shedding.
You. And tea, I'm down.
It has a coffee.
Send a boss on Baba.
Oh, as usual.
Near the mom.
The supreme ghost. Coffee.
Yea.
I must have been far warning amount.
She say,
I was soon make remarks be o can send the go on fee.
Na ungusa.
There be no make us a ghost on the
say ungusa na ungusa.
There be yankan ghost na sem. Nya sa mo frewa.
Why?
The ebesi ni the
on phone.
Hey. Nti me mo mra o da ye ma.
Oh, now mutimi da na o ma bam dai.
Atiefo. Sanya mo a ka me ma ghost na ba kofita go da ye.
Yeah, I was want to say chia. Yeah. Yango, madam.
That's a coffee.
Yango pa.
Anopai me pese ye di nkomo bi. na nkɔmɔ ni yɛ very important ehia me pa nti de obi ayo bia onjai no ntie me
oh go didi so onjai
no ntie me
okay
de oye bia obi onjai no ntie me
jai onjai no ntie
isi Kofi
yeah
say reporter according to the Athletic amodi ababonten say the 75th FIFA Congress anka ebe koso ewo Asuncion Paraguay Paraguay capital for Asuncion ya postpone meeting
why
reason is say FIFA president Gianni Infantino okoka Donald Trump ho ama omako visit Middle East Qatar ne Saudi Arabia enti se Saudi a meeting yen postpone meeting no it was supposed to happen on 13th May
okay
enti ya kire se omo be ni via Zoom video conference and omo de be dey ebe meeting because FIFA president onye present because of the trip with Donald Trump omo visit Qatar ne Saudi Arabia
okay
now before this news now no Gianni Infantino ko White House any Donald Trump ekodidi nkomo about 2026 World Cup na because no and Kofi nkomo didi enmu ano and Donald Trump catch Gianni Infantino say omo makwan now Russia for emebo World Cup ni bi omo nyi ban in free Russia so
okay
no omo feel say so omo yi ban in free Russia so no omo makwan ma Russia ebebo World Cup ni bia and no na ebe end the war between Russia and Ukraine
okay
enti me the bibia my response the better so according to BBC
okay
I say World Cup could be incentive to end Russia-Ukraine war. Enti according to Donald Trump say readmitting Russia. They say you ban Russia from FIFA. You say you ban them from UEFA. The Champions League, Russia team be any. St. Petersburg, CSK Moscow, Obi am about Champions League be. And they say even in Commonwealth Games, any day now of course Olympic Games, So we are let now for Russia. You will compete on the ticket of different country.
Oh, okay.
And they say who say Bakuya no only Chelsea fans Abramovich.
Yeah.
So akwa baby on the ticket of different country. And now no about UK no. Oba UK say Israel ni.
Oh, okay.
Sana common etie. And ya the stress sanctions. Now Kofi Yankake ye chikakra. The kofa Russia ne ban from FIFA and UEFA. Nyina say in 2014 and February 2014 and Russia for invade Ukraine baby I for Crimea ni nyina say Ukraine for say a person independent country no dey no cordon NATO is Russia for time for ndi say makwa Ukraine kwaka NATO kwaka European Union ho a then Ukraine Russia NATO for no ebetima be set military base borders of Russia. In the Sandia on Makwan and the conference in Abai. Enti Nkomo no kodai. 8 years later, 2022, the same month February. This time around, nenye agudie. Russia landed. Russia. They staged a full-scale invasion. Our baby for Crimea, Ukraine. Oma kwan fiemi ensenie kofin tokwan enjaye. According to military expert analysis from BBC, I must say between 45 to 60%, 65%, and our casualties and our victim of a ntokwa asi between Ukraine and what do you call it? Russia ntokwa. Now mo tire say nipa mo wuru estimated around 164,223 to 237,211 people no omawu.
What kind of baby do? What is that?
Between 164,222
okay
to 237,211 and any part according to analysis of moye no omawu. Oh, Russia and Ukraine ntokwa no mu.
Okay.
No Kofi ewiase na wo no hu. Da bia ya me kan say ngwe. No kreka ni wiase da. No kreka so ma wiase da. Sana wiase tie. No kreka ni wiase da. It is about interest. A interest word. Now do you think say Kofi? Ose Burkina Faso man panini no. Yes say
Ibrahim
Traore. Russia Putin de ne ho akọbọ no we see obeboa no ufisi obakwa oro ni wife oba for interest and ufisi for free no providing military assistance ni we support edema Burkina Faso man oba for interest now Kofi the enti ameka ze wi ase no kreka ni wi ase da no kreka so ntimi mba wi ase da because wi ase na nkasa enye fair ene say hwa dia Israel aye hwe awudie hwe bonni pa Israel di but be see ne what is a FIFA na yofa adie na no aka se media tie Israel da na no ana yofa disciplinary committee they report ba bontin say omo launch investigations Israel ni Palestine tokwa no mu na the data omo the final verdict be ba bontin die omo nim nti say ebe take 10 years ebe take 15 years obi anu but then Israel da so kunkun Palestinians no enti Russia koye bi say yes say eyi kan say abada biada atia kwan ho a mo say da akrem ne me ye be yi to Kofi kwan ho de a Kofi tia
ne kwamubu
ni kwamubu we koye de a mo nka hwe nkyere no mo jeje ne so na mo boa no mo support no na mo bi koye de a immediately na matwema ba wo no so now after say Russia launch full scale attack on Ukraine no where strict sanctions say Russia na prepare for this nka omo collapse Russia kuro no
yeah
even Russia banks or foreign ye cross nyina ya makwa even trade sanctions ya makwa money we nidwa ya makwa manye we even Russian class ya ban you from FIFA and UEFA competitions or member Champions League bi you get a point immediately say Donald Trump e kan as any kire Infantino no me research amaye chance Kofi European Union Commission any FIFA bu fu say David say Russia pa e be man kwan so o me board there enye say ya and this bibi fufuro bi e be si there enti they will not allow enti even meeting as an Infantino no ka kire ne say enye animu e say bi bibi e den esi na ya ban Russia now obiantie me no ntie me the genesis of the whole controversy now Kofi Israel enye Christian country bia e ya zantro enye me ba cancel ma kire mo munya mo trenti enye da bi me nkoko enye quotation ase
okay
enye ntro Israel enye country UK France Italy mu na create ye enye zan enye ntro na bibini no ka asem kire na nkobo akire nkohwe na da timu no de ewu sanko ayentro obi abekaza Israel country be take it from me ayentro ya azan
Zamu
Israel would for now this is the story
okay
in 1916 May 1916 during World War 1 say your World War 1 World War 2 dey be a Cold War
yeah
and World War 1 started 1914 and ending 1918. And World War 2 started 1939 and ending 1945. After that, now Cold War is our war. Now, in the midst of World War 1, and then Crophobic Quatnasi. Now, your friend Adiebi, Psych and Pico Agreement. Psych and Pico Agreement. Obi otie mi bia mo akire na asema mi kon no so onye no research emfa ho enye mi team na me de bekasa
okay
now Kofi second peacock agreement ni nyina no ase kire ne say the secret meeting the underlying word here is secret.
Okay.
Secret meeting between UK, France, supported by Russia and Italy. I know kukuam. Say, Ottoman Empire now Middle East, Yan way because of Domo one and one Muntino. Baba conquer Aberrini at gaining more territories during World War One.
Okay.
And to the Sandia, ye nim the embassy dachi, and to young Pekwan be so. Nian fan sasa, cronian fan chicho, Mumusana Beya, who's a dom dear or to me. Senya Beya, Omunya San numbers, no Munya domino. Nadian tells America through China. China, America bet international for China, so America bet international for Russia, so because all dom are born home. Ya no be hunu Gambia in the Ghana near ya Cote d'Ivoire and Include no be hunu now Govi omuko sia no ana yes rich omuko pane sa yi no sa omuko yes agreement no now Richmond fa papa 4 no to so ye frɛ baako Mark Sykes enti o me say ye Sykes and Peacock agreement a secret agreement ye frɛ baako Mark Sykes and you feel about Francois Georges Peacock. Into Peacock agreement and a psych and a Peacock. And you feel about Paul Cambon. And you feel about Edward Gray. Sanko for an announcement and there. Ntokwe siwo Middle Easter. Uko Middle Easter.
Israel and Palestinian phone.
Continent attention will open Middle East. Now this I say Israel a typical Asian country. My first way Israel did not by Europe. But Champions League. They were not supposed to compete in the Champions League. Israel and Asian Champions League. But Omuni Boni Omedintino. So my Israel Ekobo Asian Champions League. You know, assume say Israel share team with Palestine. I basically say. Say Israel share team with Iraq. Every say. Say Israel share team with Lebanon. Every say. Nti Sadia yem fan kwati kwani yenyi Israel enfri Asia amda Europe enti yesi Israel Euro Asian
na eno nye peace ne na omope
a peace ne dey
se be ya Israel ba ko ball sa Asia
no
nye peace on
enye peace bi atie the American year Kofi unim after some koy agreement ni na we no ana mu invade Ottoman Empire modern day Turkey enti omu invade ho no ana Kofi omukwa chiche Asian continent ni because of Ottoman Empire nti because omuni so Ottoman Empire ni benya ahode ntina bi na wabe sore omoso wabe sore Soviet Union wabe sore Axis allies wabe sore Axis power unse during World War no ye create allies especially during World War II nti Axis power no Japan Italy, Germany, and Axis allies in the UK and in Nkrofo no. And Soviet Union no, Russia, Kazakhstan, Poland, and no Ukraine. I'm also come where they boom. Okay. Now, because of so no musro die no mo beyenti. Ana Kofi omokoye. No omokoye, we say asase bia no. Enti akokro bia so na okopa asase a yesi ko hu ahemfo. Traditional rulers. Yeah. Or aban eni asase wo ba bia
da bi
ahemfo de won asase enti se o be cha asase na wo afri ba bia zumi se Kofi e o hai mi metima akọ yemfa ne metima akọ drobo ana metima akọ jinjini se me ko cha asase wo die na mini for mama mre ho sa pepepe na asem ne ye uti UK uti France uti what do you call Russia uti Italy die na unim ade for bi territory ho enti Kofi omukọ arrangement for map no to so obi on Facebook bi ahwa ade na make no enti omukọ ye no ana Kofi omukọ chiche territory no omu chemu abra oman use traditional way na de chiche territory num
omu family na se omu nsem
good enti arrangement for map na ayi me de lie ayi ma penti ayi wo mu no eda so Kofi so we map no mu a baby a ya ho unse baby a ni omo chichem no obi afa bi baby a ho red no Russia for take control of that territory.
Oh, okay.
Baby, I ho yellow no. UK for they taking control of that territory. Baby, I ho green no. Italy for they taking control of that territory. Baby, I ho blue no. France for they taking control of that territory.
Oh, okay.
Enti amuche munaja wonche ni. Ana France for far Turkey, Syria, Lebanon, and a part of Iraq. Ana UK for so far southern Israel, Palestine, Jordan, and a southern Iraq. And a Russia far western Armenia, part of Turkey. That is the northern part of Turkey. And to coffee, Saudi no and now Palestinians ni Israel for any more nine basi ne. Because my betcha man sasia aji baby ayo amodi man channel kwampaso.
As somebody to me be.
To me. Na my way soro so akwa he. UK mu ni ekuro mu. Scotland in the west ni yi nyina. Na Italy abeka ho. Supported by Russia and France. Almost sorrow so o fa he. Nti we are no correct. It is about interest, interest word.
And then I'll say,
enti omo kreti we no. Na omo kreti Israel.
Na say ye den obi na kuro nipa de kuro no say de obi na ye den nipa na beti sa kuro.
Na me kire say.
You guys be na nyankopon.
Enti nipa na te ye nipa na kreti ye. Omo ye state the nyame na ma nipa say nyame na ma wa dwene. Ndi nyame de obetwetwu obekokun obi nso e. Say nyame na ma na dwene nyame na chenso nkokun obi. Nyame ma wa dwene o ma wa dwene say fire adepa. Until as a result of that, and a creating long-standing tension. Our Palestine is the Muntama Makwa BC in Neno.
I say Israel and Yamikru.
Are you created by France, Russia, supported by Russia and
Italy,
and a UK? Oh,
well, it's all Israel.
No, make us but a Yamik net saying, oh, yeah, Nagana de Hoin crew.
Can I say Yago?
China's a Hoin crew.
Yami.
And you be general obi
but
for you to say the perceived agenda in quote they say oh we there in nyamikro oh nya na e bonsankro ya bonsankro e nyamikro baby no
you do
and the truth is that no crack we ase
okay
obi and a create Israel Israel here bonia because of say France is supporting no UK is supporting no America is supporting nti nka Israel ordinary country to say Ghana. But because of nsana sisa omo achini ntino
nsana mo
duru ntu kwaka omo aka dom nti ene omo guso tama ntokwa kure uni ya bi na ntokwa asia uni Israel war crimes on my committee ntokwa asia akra so unku akra so onye armed na bi onye na do so be ye obone a uni kwa oba untimi nku no obi hospital a ni nyina ye sa de na ye be charge for war crimes uni war crimes do Israel committee obi anka hwe na no Palestinian for hospital baako na mo bombe ho nyina omo bombe ho nyina hospital nyina mo bombe
na esu ye be mo akoi
Israel Palestine
Israel
oh mekwa kodi holidays kakra na mekwa capital ho na Tel Aviv na kwa no ho no baby a bomb no to a emma ho na mekwa ndi govi that story nti ya nkoma e course no se nka ye ma Russia mebo World Cup ni bi no I'm say that be but Israel dey guso ye amu guso to bomb ku nipa but obi anka hwenye dey emfa nchire Israel now my next story enra na Kofi news be ta abonten say Xabi Alonso aka bare for Leverkusen say season end dia onu amontoa agro no so bie enti the imminent move to Real Madrid no Kofi realistic as say akase Madrid for officially Ombe confirm Xabi Alonso say ono na say obe replace the Don Carlo Ancelotti. Now Alonso at the 43 years or a very young charismatic coach. Now Madrid for one person who change direction with this appointment in the sense that they want to move from an old fashioned coach to a modern day coach. Say Madrid baller you enjoy the game once a passes a year Juma modern style of football because Ancelotti or your old fashioned coach until he just believes in transitional football paper kick near year unchada who style papa bia into Madrid for person where the exercise because born na Barcelona born na that team say bono efe akona ball even ph mobile no efe and the Madrid for no so mo sefata so mo nso enjoy good football now Kofi me want strong conviction and I pray say Saudi ne be ye aduma say Xabi Alonso be succeed or Real Madrid football the circumstances bebre na wom even your transition from coaching a smaller team to become a coach for a bigger club no e ho cry as enkese was all coaching Liverpool sia enye dey to say coach a team like Madrid team be any asase so pressure wom say Madrid and it's about to even cope with the pressure I want big club like Madrid you know and no cry adwuma mu now the reason why I feel say Xabi Alonso is the right man now for Madrid job no any one or personality, two or pedigree, third one or the competence and the fear factor. Now the reason why Nkrofo share different opinions say and so Xabi Alonso and succeed at Madrid the personality to coach big players because over Madrid team says here let's check the number of big players. Let's check the number of superstars, players with egos. Mbappe, Bellingham. Now Bellingham no kran but me fu Ancelotti friend kron fa. Now this Ancelotti friend Vinicius. Now Vinicius the ama Bellingham. No aka say obeso Bellingham di nkomo. Now Vinicius the ama no. Nti Bellingham wonya nyiri o. But her egos are ekura sa players no. To even convince them, say, this is your role, Krano, and yes, I'm Ketua. Player be any Real Madrid team, say, see, I'll bet imagine Alonso and my rough. Because on your coach, join the playing days, no, because our mobra. Or you're successful, or you're highly successful, Ankasa, or you're the created coach. Join the playing days, no, say, the created footballer. He won every trophy. Virtually every major trophy be Alonso G. Winning what? Champions League, La Liga, World Cup at the national level or the World Cup, the Euros, Alonso Angie. And so but you know when you ma or kasa chire wa is out here because bo na bono. Time no bo bi no bobo ni yesan o. Who is Vinicius before Alonso? Who is Abrante Mbappe before Alonso? Wake up now, Vini ai. You can't say Mbappe or the baba on asafo no. Alonso na gibi dada. Aji Euros back to back. Enti all the fear factor around him, Kofi, obetinye control these guys. Now, Alonso background, ne background keke, and the mami GDA plan say, Kofi obeso CD.
Oh, okay.
Because football won the DNA move from day one. Alonso no offering football family ni nua Mikel Alonso no bobo na ne papa ye friend Perico Alonso no wa bobo pen wa bo Real Sociedad abo Barcelona abo Sabadell. Even he won a league trophy with Barcelona, Copa del Rey with Barcelona. And wa bobo pen wa no ne be wo Xabi Alonso. Now Kofi Alonso started football with Real Sociedad team B, moving from team B to the main team, the senior team. And on the more about Liverpool. From Liverpool to Madrid, Madrid to Bayern Munich. No, the name one now retire. Now see, baby, how far you be on you the right man to coach him. And Alonso no, on yet just a mere coach. No, the football ideas because on the cultural background, because of the diversity, different football coaches are West Piano. Kofi, I know the man here complete sportsman. Well, Kofi, coaches are branching out from himself. Jose Mourinho. Even Jose Mourinho, some years ago, Mourinho prophesied, say, our coach Alonso, no Alonso, so see I can't know Renoir. Be a class, so we know be a coach, our best successful coach. Because of how near him done about the game. And to say one you be to say Mourinho, our coach was Real Madrid. Before Mourinho, now Rafael Benitez coach with Liverpool. In fact, Liverpool, I hear that miracle of Istanbul come back Abeje trophy no. From 3 goals down, the penalty be AC Milan. Even on the ball penalty no, or ball penalty they share the taker. No, you can't. Osua bibi free, moduno ho. Oh yeah, wabe osua bibi dey free Rafael Benitez ho. As if that is not enough. Or call Bayern Munich no. On your opportunity, osua bibi free Pep Guardiola nsem. We are for saying your opportunity see bibi free the Don Carlo Ancelotti nsem. Okwa national team a osua bibi edifree Vicente the Bosque nsem. Osua bibi defeat the late Luis Aragonés nsem. Because Luis Aragonés na this page Euro 208 no. No. And you coffee at least once you kra no. And yes coffee sa coaches we nsem. Na wonsua bibia. At least you ever share high. We are there coffee team nsua bibi wa kon free ho. Wonsua bibi free obi ho. Sanity directly or indirectly no. They will influence your thinking and the way how you name. And the Alonso coffee be off fire no. Any nkrofo a wagye nimdia from nsem de on playing days no. Eno amana baba ye proper coach. And to where you deliver kusin here ya, when the trajectory na efe keke. From that team be one play na ho. Obi ne ho kakra e wo smaller teams no mu. Ehun agro na ni so. From that team be moving from team B to Leverkusen, or call Leverkusen no. Call historical achievement of the Leverkusen there aye. And you go be the Atiana Alonso there may wish the very best of luck. And we hope say oh yeah the new Zidane and Akwaaba. Zidane eba say ane kai. But when the trajectory by Zidane fine or be successful and the Alonso so go fi baby onam no gide say Madrid no or be successful with Real Madrid Boboko no. Kakra bi on the Clasico. Go fi adia ba ko a ebe key e dey decide the match no enye players na. And yes, a place in the park, no so double ball, no, be decided the obey. One, the psychological factor a key in this game. Because Barcelona for no team meeting, Biana, ya trouble, much trouble. And to a Mosha season, as no man be seen, ya trouble, I did do a muting, and simply come in a do, but no mudding commons a trouble on party. Barcelona players in as one per trouble. Ya would dear buy it. Ana Ronald Araujo Adaroma Inter Milan eyi now Inter Milan yi omo no Kofi Yemisa won say omo recover from that hangover no omo recover from that painful loss na omo nyaye e wo Inter Milan sano in the semi-final of the Champions League au San Siro nana enti enei Madrid for ni in position o mugina they also know very well position of Barcelona so gina as we speak. It is a psychological battle to be key. Says I got 4 more matches to end the season. Barcelona 9 points. So I'm winning 3 out of 4 now. Now Madrid the provide as a Madrid so winning the games in our margin. In terms of some Madrid drop points there, the matches are the and they are for Madrid or more ambition to beat Barcelona to win the La Liga. We are no. And they are very key now. Coffee the point gap very key. Barcelona himself will lose match here. Wama Madrid are reduce point gap deficit no. I'm about the count 1. Was a say din komoy. Point gap I that Barcelona and Real Madrid in term 5 points. Sorry 4 points. 4 points. 79-75. And so lose Madrid so so you know what's na. Obe ali pressure.
98.1.
Akwaaba. You do baby Barcelona team between 7. It is what now man be 1 pointer. Who him say so lose a single game and about draw cramp na asemato. La Liga na say waje no. Ade ni bet be the attorney. And no very key. Also Hansi the Taflake. And the psychologist no. Omo yes aduma na Barcelona boys na ye okay. Now the part of Madrid no. Coach no contemplate the starting 11 no because of the injury situation and what is happening now within the Madrid team. Okay. And he says, hey, Rudiger ni ho. Wa misses the rest of the season. We pira. And says actually wanna still a problem wo ho. Problem wo actually say Vallejo no there. So now no you say man say 2 weeks contract extension. Nti very very problematic. Vallejo de ejina ho de ene me amekọ kra nkeye. Nti likely so obebo Asensio ni Tchouameni central defense. Now Medford no contemplate on Dennis Ceballos ni Abrante and Modric. But I expect say Kofi in difficult moment like this you need experience. Ceballos after so praba no more be nti go start Abrante and Modric in the middle of the park. No start Adagule. Go Adagule no Kofi watch as about Onimbo so nya more game timer. Ko be prove a point Onimbo no ball. Nti on status Abrante now Mbappe is back into full force. Now say we Real Madrid. Now what she obi say the preseason game na kan one 4 times. Ni nyina bro. And Bruno enye bro ketwa o hwe pa convincing. Or shall even in 2 games krano or the trophies every nsem. Nti how painful defeat ne ye ne de it is best known to Madrid players no.
Okay.
And at this moment, you don't need anyone to come from outside to tell you, hey, this time around, I want your opportunity, no. I saw go. And I expect Madrid to put up a fight in this game. Now, send your Barcelona recently, Real Madrid or Mufieno. Sao Pepe na Real Madrid to team Barcelona recently.